Good morning. It's Monday, January 15th, and that means two things. Book your tables for Valentine's Day now. You'll thank me. It's also time for the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Technologies, and once again we are talking about their area lights with optic swap, because what it does is it puts everything you need in the box. You got 3 different lenses. You got your photocell in there. You got your mounting options. I think it comes with screws, too. Not just the mount, but the screws. But it saves you time on custom orders. It keeps things simple in your inventory. And that's really what Keystone Tech is all about. Check the link in the description. Let's get into the news, and we're going to start in China, as they are boosting cooperation in the domestic semiconductor business, with 3 companies strengthening up and downstream supply deals. China has also restricted rare earth exports. That happened on the 21st. A reminder that China is actually losing a lot of its market share in the rare earth space. It's down to like 70% as opposed to 93 or whatever it was at the start. So that's something. Cusco has bought Aurora Light. They're a commercial outdoor lighting company bought by a PE firm. The amount is not disclosed. AMS has bought Neolaze. They're a specialty lighting vendor, and Neolaze makes lasers. First companies, the guys that own Color, have restructured, specifically shuffling regional and retail management arrangements. Exolitis has bought Noble Light. Exolitis makes a number of specialty gear in the medical field, and Noble Light makes UV and IR specialty lighting equipment. In quarter 4, the Pulse of Lighting survey shows that the pulse is getting a little slow, getting a little soft, as large markets and new construction are down. Good Design Awards have been announced, including the lighting category. These are presented by the Chicago Athenaeum. The 11th was Cut Your Energy Costs Day, or Thursday, whichever you want to go with. Acuity has reported on their Q1 with net sales down 6%, but profits up 22%. Revenues are up at SemiLEDs with 100,000 engagements compared to Q1 last year. Sales are up at Cree LED with sales up 11%. Targetti's Vader product has won 4 different awards. The deadline for the IES NYC Lumen Awards has been extended. You now have until the 19th. Kickler is now offering decorative outdoor fixtures, so there you go. Arrakis and Huda have merged. This is a new joint lighting company for the Mideast and North African markets. Secto Lamps has partnered with WOMI. This is a new bioplastic packaging for floor and desk lamps. They're already shipping now. Reka Light has joined the WEEE as consultants. This is a UK government sustainability project. And the US and the UK have announced joint airstrikes on the Houthis in the Red Sea, explicitly to secure shipping routes up the channel there. In ultraviolet news, WAC has signed a cross-licensing deal for patents with Big Ass Fans. This is for their germicidal fan tech. We'll see how that goes. In legal news, Melasgar has sued Legrand and Focal Point, alleging improper termination and unpaid commissions. Morgan Hill schools must treat gendered sports equally, which includes field lighting. Just thought you might want to know that. Blue Phoenix versus Best Processes has gone to the Ohio Supreme Court, specifically to settle attorney's fees in a case that is already closed. In rep agency updates, Omnicable has partnered with Agents West in SoCal. Revo is seeking new representation across the country. Altronics is expanding in Wisconsin and Northern Illinois. Max Illinois agencies are finding 3 new partners. And Bill Brown Sales has partnered with Blasco Light. In events and webinars, Cannabis Conference has joined the Indoor Ag Con with a new track specific to the green stuff at the March event in Las Vegas. On the 7th of February, we have lighting regeneration at Aardman Animation Studio in Bristol in the UK. They make Walrus and Grommet. That's all. We also have a virtual day of sessions for women in construction in Canada on the 7th of March. In IoT news, the GSA and PNNL have issued a LED and controls guide. The GSA is the federal agency that manages buildings. They're the office managers, they're the supervisors, the superintendents for all federally owned buildings, and the PNNL is one of many partners on many federal things, but this is a new document helping federal buildings conform with the Bright Act, which was about adding controls and efficient lighting to federally owned buildings. I've over-explained that so much. I'm sorry. The DLC has issued a request for proposals on connected lighting for energy efficiency. Those proposals are due on the 16th. CES was this week, which means that we got a bunch of stuff. I'm going to highlight some of the stuff I saw at CES. Skykes is debuting an all-in-one smart platform. GE Sync is now Matter ready with new products as well. Home Depot is still continuing their attempts to establish a smart home ecosystem. Govy Lighting has added a chatbot. And Kohler would like you to spend $10,000 on an illuminated, voice-controlled bidet. Why? I ask you why. Leave a comment. Leave a comment wherever you can leave comments, because I would like to know. Stantec has bought Moorish and Hurstfield. This is a designer planning to move into new construction for smart buildings in Canada. The 8th annual IoT Breakthrough winners have been named, with companies, products, and platforms recognized at a ceremony in LA. Nobi has debuted fall detection and prevention lighting systems. This is a ceiling-mounted tech to aid senior living. IKEA is selling smart pendants now. The Akja and tread-free Wi-Fi luminaires are already on sale in the EU. Legrand is expanding Matter compatibility with the Radiant collection. And Glasgow has launched a Smart Things Accelerator Center, which is a 250-desk facility hoping to court new companies in Scotland. In R&D, dynamic lighting in the ICU reduces symptoms of delirium. A Danish nursing home has adopted circadian lighting, specifically in their dementia wing. Ecolamps is printing lamp shades made out of potato starch. Mercia has determined that working without natural light is a health hazard on a number of vectors. We have new solar street lighting that spin so they can follow the sun. This is a new design from Van Tot. A study shows that if 20 major U.S. cities switched to solar street lighting, they'd all save about $50 million total. And in Beijing, researchers have developed a supercapacitor made out of aloe. Yeah, the plant you put on your skin when it's burned. That thing. Living superconductors. Cool. In darkness-related news, the DSI has officially launched their approved lodging program. Jonestown, Texas has been recognized as a dark sky community, as has Pristane and Norton in Wales. We have a chart of the progress on the Clean Night Skies Act, Bordeaux's first year of energy sobriety, and how people are reacting to the streetlights being off. Amador County, California, has proposed new noise and light ordinances for a new winery. China Grove, North Carolina, has changed their signage rules. Cornelius, North Carolina, is lifting a ban on year-round string lights. Aaron's Hill is seeking bat-friendly lighting. Starling's return to Dublin, despite light pollution worries. And Powhatan State Park in Virginia is beginning their Saturday Under the Stars program. Fluence has won Lighting Company of the Year at the MJs, that is specifically from the cannabis industry. In recommended reading, we have a new guide to declare labels, a case study from the Met Building, placemaking in the office with lighting, a recap of Light Middle East, psychological safety on the job, indoor mapping and tracking, the worst fairy lights you can buy on eBay, a year in mergers and acquisitions, how to score federal funds for street lighting, predicting profits for 2024. We have Simon Slupik on Bluetooth, and integration versus networking performance. In local news, Syracuse, New York City Councilor insists that street lighting prevents crime. Kansas City, Missouri highways are now host to Acuity's failed phosphors, the ones that turn purple. South Fulton, Georgia tennis courts have been struck by copper thieves. The Brooklyn Bridge is celebrating its 100th anniversary with new LED lighting. New Jersey is offering a new efficiency program for nonprofits. Connecticut is offering security grants, including lighting for places of worship. Arkansas has begun to distribute USDA funds for rural projects. Maryland's Smart Energy Communities Grants program is now open for applications. We have 21 in road safety grants going to Dallas, Texas. We have new roof lighting at the Associated Bank River Center in Milwaukee. The Penobscot Narrows Bridge can't add suicide barriers until a lighting project is done. Canadian Parliament's West Block has been relamped to suit the needs of HD TV streaming and broadcasts. Zenith Lighting's former HQ is now up for auction. And we have a new RGB lighting for E.T. Adventure, the ride at Universal Studios Florida. International news, Salicard, Russia has begun cutting lighting at night to save money. London is considering LED replicas for their historic gas lamps. That's right, London still burning coal gas in 100 lamps on the streets for nostalgia's sake, I guess. India's solar street lighting has set a Guinness record for being the largest solar street lighting project. A reminder that the Guinness Book of World Records is actually a PR agency and not interested in record keeping, really. Bihar, India is adding solar street lighting to prevent snake bites. Not usually a thing we talk about when we talk about lighting as a safety tool, but there we go. And Ecuador has launched a new law on energy efficiency. In People News, we have a new CFO and board members at Correlate. Greg Sharp is the national sales manager at Access Lighting. Qtran has named Jamie Devinger as CIO. The IALD has named 6 new certified designers. We have promotions at a number of rep agencies. We have the National Association of Wholesalers saying no to Secretary Sue's return, and Ideal Industries has named Pinky Reina as CFO. And a thing you can make, we can test a fluorescent bulb. We can also take spectroscopic photographs of fireworks. And in Southern California, the blue glowing algae has returned, and it is so regular now that it's part of the boat touring industry in the region. Anyway, I've been Scott Wachter. Thank you for your time. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the week and enjoy the music. Have a good day.
I don't sleep through the night. Haven't been for a while. These twisted dreams. And I turn on the light to catch the devil run wild. But it's only me. A ghost drifts by, hold it so tight, like a final breath. If this is all God gives me, if this is all I hope to know, I'll drag it out to the sea, throw it back, let it go. 'Cause I'm not willing to live any life that don't compare to what we dreamed of. With me one night, hiding tears in your eyes, like I couldn't tell. And you stood on the shore and said there's got to be more than some gilded hell. And it drifts by like the last sign of a sky that fell. If this is all God gives me, if this is all I hope to know, I'll drag it out to the sea, throw it back, let it go. 'Cause I'm not willing to live any life that don't compare to what we dreamed of. Is all God gives me, he can keep it for himself. I got a love that won't be settling for anything else. If this is all God gives me, if this is all I hope to know, I'll drag it out to the sea, throw it back, let it go. 'Cause I'm not willing to live any life